Kia ora, Natives Be Woke whānau. Welcome back.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Welcome to episode...
Wha.
E wha. 4. So we're halfway through.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. We haven't got enough tape to say everything we want to say.
Don't know. Let's see.
We might just have to continue.
Let's see how much we can fit in this episode. So this week we're going to be talking about this.
Keywords. Waitangi Day. Tēnā rangatiratanga. Copyright.
Oh.
And...
Creative Commons.
Creative Commons.
Tika. Or the opposite.
Yes.
There's
I
a
have
few
to tell you my story
keywords.
of that.
There will be more.
Waitangi Day.
Man, best Waitangi Day in Dunedin ever.
Oh,
Cheer.
please.
And thank you, DCC,
Miss
for
Vicky.
supporting such an awesome kaupapa.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It was really good to represent the day
Yeah, thanks for
as
coming.
positive. Yeah. No, it's great. Thank you.
Thanks for all your hard work.
It's worth it. I really liked it. There was a little bit of light rain, but it didn't stop anyone from dancing.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't stop anyone from moving.
Yeah, and a certain 17-year-old I know quite well arrived home late in the afternoon. It's like, Mum, hey, I was wandering down George Street with my mates and I heard this awesome music coming from the Octagon and there's some sollies playing Fat Freddy's. So I stayed. But yeah, if a random 17-year-old and his mates are
Pulled.
pulled
Called.
towards, yeah. So that was
That's
a
awesome.
real win for me too.
War pirates, yes, they're all right. Sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes of day to night. From the bottom but my hand was very strong. By the end of the Almighty, we forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing? Oh, these songs of freedom is all I ever had. Redemption songs, oh, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but yourself can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop anytime. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it, and now we got to fulfill the role. Won't you hear to sing? Oh, these songs of freedom is all I ever had. Yes, now redemption songs. Oh, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but yourself can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time.
And I think one of the really cool things that I loved about it was the dialogue, right? So I arrived right in the middle of an awesome speech.
They're a couple.
And this was pre the singing the national anthem. And I was just like, oh, this is like no other Waitangi Day I've ever been to, and awesome. Just about explaining why there are issues, but also being really welcoming about opening up a dialogue, and not about it being something to be angry at each other visibly about, but about discussion and about why there are issues. I really like the explanation of the two treaties, which I think there's still a huge number of people that don't actually understand that there are major differences between those two, what was signed by the English and what was signed by Māori. So
over a period of time.
I think like even all the dialogue at Waitangi this year was pretty key about how many people don't actually know the articles of the treaty.
Up in Te Tai Tokorau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And down to politicians as well.
Yeah.
And that, you know, there is reason that we need to have the treaty taught properly across the board.
It's a given.
It is a given, but it's not happening even though we think it's happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's happening to a degree, but it could be much better.
Still an elective, isn't it?
In lots of places, yeah. It depends. Like, Polytech here, when I was teaching here, it was a fundamental part of every course. I don't know what it is now, but there was a specific treaty workshop that we would hear complaints about, like not complaints about who did it, but complaints that people had to do it.
Yes.
And I just think that this, it just goes to show how many people do not actually understand or...
that hoha goes hand in hand with the whakamā as well, doesn't it? It's like that young people, when they're feeling unsure, middle-aged people too. I mean,
well, yeah, in Polytech you've got quite a range of different kinds of students.
Feeling unsure about
across
something.
generations,
That's right.
And also feeling maybe a little bit challenged.
Yes, so you want it's natural to be quite antagonistic.
Yeah.
And so if it's not fun
And defensive.
Yeah.
And also for lots, I mean, part of that is a visit to Marae, and I think there was even an overnight. I'm pretty sure there was an overnight as part of that. It's a while back now. So also about feeling uncomfortable and out of their comfort zone, and which is totally understandable, but at the same time, I think that it's that kind of practice that helps us come closer together and understanding each other.
But I was just going to say, as Polytech, as an organisation within their strategic framework, they will have obligations to the Treaty of Waitangi.
Absolutely.
So what we'll also
But have you ever
as the
seen that at
ministry.
university? Treaty programs as part of, definitely not part of music.
No.
I mean,
they
as
don't know.
part of Te Tumu maybe.
Yeah.
And certain, I think anthropology does it as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure anthropology does. But across the board, in all courses, no. And
No, 'cause
that's
it's
a real concern.
Because
to
it's
me.
a lip service.
Yeah, that's right.
within the
Can you
strategic.
imagine as a fresher who's not had time to make friends in a new town, and you have never had experience of tikanga Māori, and you're being told that you have to do a noho, and then you're made to sleep in a way that you don't usually sleep, and with people that you've never slept with before. Imagine how challenging that would be.
Oh, it is challenging, but at the same time, it's also drawing people together. So it's a double-sided thing,
yeah,
right?
I mean, we know the rewards for putting yourself into that place of
And they
feeling a
don't
little bit.
necessarily know that.
No,
Yeah, that's
and
right.
for some people that might just be so anxiety inducing that it would prevent you from being able to get the benefits from that experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, the people teaching Hauora Māori over in all the health science students, they're doing an amazing job.
Yeah, hi friends.
Big, hey man. That's preventative medicine. Kia ora.
I hear such good things about that.
They it's entrenched within the
I was just talking to a
within the
lecturer the
program.
other day who said that it is just amazing,
yeah.
non-Māori, and how much respect
Great.
So
they
that
had
needs
for
to
that
come
course.
back into the College of Education. They need to be able to extend their teaching for more than 12 months, because you need to be able to give people time to absorb the knowledge to be able to teach it. And at the moment there's a chasm, so we've got a whole lot of teachers and educators who have that chasm of knowledge. So it's hard to ask people to teach something if they don't know about it.
That's something else
All of
that
it.
I was just thinking about. We've talked about the anxiety for someone that what we would usually do is actually teach it slightly into the course, so people were already
makes sense.
had bonded to a degree together, Granted, polytech courses are quite different to university ones in that you usually have the same group of people in the same classes. So it's easier to bond over time than, university where papers you come and go. But still, extremely important.
There's that thing about our institutions across the education and arts and culture realms of creating a space for themselves where they're separate from other institutions in the colonised world of this is our point of difference, this is what makes us therefore a preferred choice for some people, so in some way better. And of course part of that comes with our unique character in New Zealand, the unequalled way in how our nation has evolved legally. And certainly the peoples that have made it their home. It's a unique combination here. So economically it makes sense to put that forward as something that's desirable, because we can't pretend that we don't live in a capitalist world that's driven by material need and want, because I think now the lines between need and want are very blurred for us. We've been tricked into thinking we need things that we don't. So I think there needs to be an injection of the spiritual importance of that too. And us as a nation owning, there's that problematic word again, but owning it for want of an alternative word. Owning that specialness.
Integrating it.
Yeah, but celebrating it.
Yeah.
Each little bushel of light.
For more, let us be